Yeah, it's usable.
Thank you. Good. I don't see all the faces or people joining in now. So if there's any hands raised or something happening in the chat, I'll ask my lovely ISCA colleagues to chip in here and help me out here if you see something. So I'll slowly get started. So we keep in the time frame that we've planned for today. Welcome everyone who's joining for Move Week Africa open info session. So I'll also it's recording as well now, right? And just to be sure.
Yeah, it seems like it's recording.
Perfect. Good. So we are all set and ready to go to motion. So thank you everyone who has made some time to join this opening info session. We hope to introduce you this campaign that we are piloting this year called Move Week Africa. So we're very, very excited to have you on board and interested in this concept, and we hope to give you a general overview of what we've done so far and what is still in the plans and all the small details in line, and hopefully answering some of your questions as well. And just so you know, because it is 1 hour and we already expect the time go rather speedily by, then feel free to reach me and my ISCA and Sport and Deaf and African Union Sport Council colleagues with any questions you may have. So just to put the plan for today here as well. So we'll have a short welcome. We'll have a welcome from ISCA, Sport and Deaf and African Union Sports Council, who we've kicked off the first initial plans for the Move Week Africa, and we've recruited already some partners. And with this pilot edition, we've kicked it off rather small, but we hope to recruit and get you all on board with this as well. We'll give a short overview, general about Move Week, its history and how we work with these type of campaigns. We'll also share some resources and communication guidelines that you can use whenever you plan activities and events in the framework of Move Week Africa. And we'll also show around a little bit on the website how things can be registered and uploaded, so you'll have it quick view for that before you start playing around yourself. So, and hopefully we'll have some minutes for some questions and next steps to come. So yeah, let's kick it off. Maybe I'll give the first word to Måns Kirkeby here, and then you can pass the ball for the fellow colleagues here.
Thank you very much. My name is Måns Kirkeby. I'm president of ISCA. Thank you for joining, and thank you for showing interest in Move Week Africa. Move Week as a campaign, what is it? Yeah, actually it's quite self-explanatory that it is a week where we would like to mobilize as many as possible to be moving, physically active, doing recreational sport. It's a campaign concept where everybody can participate. Small organization, big organization, local, regional, national. It can be organized in many ways, and also the activities are whatever your choice is. The idea is that the local, regional, or national activity is the fundament of it, where you are, but also the possibility here to connect to an international campaign like the full continent of Africa. The short history of Move Week was an idea. In 2012, we were good partners in the European continent. We kicked it off. We got some lesson learned, and a few years later, our very good partners in Latin America took the concept and developed it for the Latin American countries. And finally, at least, you can say now, finally, we are in Africa, and we are ready to launch with your help, Move Week Africa. It's a kickoff year, but I hope the concept works for you and many other move agents, as we call people doing the activity or promoting the activity. I have dressed up in an orange t-shirt today, and I think down the line of this session you will see why this color is quite the color of Move Week. The t-shirt also has a text, "Find Your Move," and also indicate that it can be any activity that you, so to say, put into the campaign and connect with other entities in your country or on the continent. Thank you from my side, ICSA, and also I would like to thank our two partners, the African Union of Sports Council and Sport and Dev. And I will pass the floor to Sport and Dev, Ben, please.
Great. Thank you very much, Moens and ICSA, and greetings everyone from the southern tip of Africa in Cape Town. Glad to see people joining us here today. My countryman Nelson Mandela said, vision without action is just dreaming, and action without vision is just passing the time. But combine the two and you can change the world. So we have a vision here for Move Week Africa. It's happened in Europe and in Latin America, but this is the first time it's coming to the African continent. But we invite you to join us in making this vision a reality, in putting it into action, and for us to act together across Africa and beyond. We know there's a public health crisis in many parts of the world and across Africa, with the rise in non-communicable diseases and low levels of physical activity. We know 80% of adolescents don't meet the World Health Organization guidelines for physical activity, and we know this is worse for women and girls, people with disabilities, refugees and migrants, and of course, those of low socioeconomic status. And so, you know, there are around 5 million deaths each year as a result of physical inactivity. But sport, physical activity, and movement in all its forms can be part of the solution. So we invite you to join us in Move Week Africa. And this is not about reinventing the wheel. You can use your existing activities. You can amplify them via Move Week Africa. And we invite you to co-create this with us, to make it your own and join us on this journey. And again, big thanks to ICSA for coordinating, and the African Union, as well as all the other partners for their support. And we invite you to join us on this journey. Thank you. I'll pass it on to Adolf from the African Union.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Adolf Collier. On behalf of the African Union Sport Council, it is a pleasure to welcome you to this Move Week Africa Open Information Session. Your presence reflects our shared commitment to promoting physical activity and community well-being through sport and movement. Move Week Africa has become an important platform for raising awareness about the benefits of physical activity and encouraging individual, community, institutions, and organizations to embrace active living. At this time, when sedentary lifestyle and non-communicable diseases continue to pose significant challenge to public health, initiatives such as Move Week Africa will provide practical opportunity to inspire positive change and foster healthier society. The African Union Sport Council remains committed to supporting efforts that sport and physical activity as powerful tools for health promotion, social inclusion, education, youth employment, and sustainable development. Today's session is important, and it provides an opportunity for organizers, partners, stakeholders, and community to gain a better understanding of Move Week Africa, objective, opportunity, and the way in which they can become active involved. We hope that this information session will equip participants with the knowledge and inspiration needed to organize impactful activities that encourage people to move more in their life. We would like to express our appreciation to all partners, ICSA, Sport and Dev, and others, to continue to make Move with Africa a ground success. As we look to this year's edition, we encourage each of you to become ambassador for movement living within your respective community. Together, we can create awareness, reach more people, and contribute to the realization of more Africa. With those remarks, I wish to a successful and engaging session. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you so much, Rolf and Ben and Mons, to kicking this off and setting the tone what the week campaign is. And it is very much a co-creation and collaborative initiative. So yeah, I'll give a short overview, but I just want to activate who are on this call. So if you could write in the chat, I know we are many people on this call, so it might get busy and loud, but if you can write in the chat your name, the country you come from, or the country you represent, the organization, your role, and maybe just to get to know you a little bit better, and what is your current favorite move. So I'll give a minute so we'll get to know a little bit who's joining this call. So if you have a chance to type, yeah, please do so. I see some already adding some movements and introducing themselves. So yeah, I'll give another minute just so you have a chance. I see some people still type, and I still encourage you to write in the chat. So yeah, we'll get to know a little bit who are you and where you come from. So we're definitely happy and excited to have you here. And yeah, what is the favorite movement currently? Hopefully you'll manage also to spread this with the other people in your communities as well. But Mons already gave some overview of the Move Week history, so I'm not going to go into big details here, but just to recap that indeed in 2012 we kicked off the first Move Week in Europe, and very soon the Latin America edition followed, and it's been quite powerful. And even despite COVID time happened, there was still things going on. So we moved some activities to online, but we tried to activate still people all across different countries. So Some numbers are accountable, some not, but for sure we can say that more than 15 million people have participated in some Move Week activities, and this is a number that we are very happy to grow over the years. And we know that sometimes these big things take time, but we are very sure that making African continent active as well with this initiative definitely brings some more numbers on board here as well. So this is the first edition. We also say that it's a pilot edition, meaning that we expect already a lot of learnings from this year to come, what we could do better and what to adapt. But as mentioned, this is very much a co-creation, so we do hope you are an active participants in this, preparing some events and activations, maybe something that you already do in your organizations, but can spread the message under this campaign as well, and give us feedback. What works and what not? What works well in your region, your country, your town, so we'll get to know a little bit better. We don't expect one type of Move Week system work everywhere the same, and even the Move Week Europe and the Move Week Latin America are very, very different. So we expect and assume already that the Move Week Africa will be very colorful and very unique and kind of its own. So yeah, just an encouragement. What is Move Week? It is not one event. So it is a campaign that umbrellas all together, a lot of different activities all across. So these are happening anywhere and anyone can organize it. It could be really organizing a walk in the park with your group of in your club or in your school, or just neighborly activities around. It could be playing some traditional games. It is just inviting and activating people around you, and you can really bring more people around you on board with this. So there's no formula that works. We assume that there's so many different activities that people are curious and would like to join, but sometimes the information doesn't reach to them. So with these campaigns, we try to activate and mobilize more people that maybe in their daily life don't have the chance or don't find the ways to move. So we really hope that you'll find something, maybe one of your favorite moves or current favorite move, that you can also include others to join in. How does Move Week work? So as you saw from the welcome, ICSA Sport and Deaf and African Union Sports Council are the key partners here, and we've already included some other partners in this initiative as well. But the core of this campaign is actually the Move agents. And I really do hope that on this call we manage to recruit many of you to take this role up, to become a Move agent and creating your own event, your activity that others can join. So the aim is to really reach as many people as possible and have fun with different moves. So yeah, this is how we function. And just to recap, who is Move Agent? It can be a person or an organization that wants to organize some local events. So registering your account and spreading the message, what activations and events do you plan to do? So everyone can create an account and everyone can register their event so others can see it on the platform. Very briefly, the timeline and where are we now with this campaign. It's been already in preparation from springtime. Springtime meaning in Europe here, March, April, we've been busy to look into different ways to reach more people and partner. June till now has been very much preparing the campaign materials and also spreading the message. And this is where we are today as well, with the Move Week Africa open info session today in August. And more details and more works to be done. But we are very excited to see activities and events happening in September, and the specific week is from 21st till 27th of September. And just to mention, it is at the same time as Move Week Latin America is happening as well. So we hope that there's some good synergy and inspiration on both ends. And yeah, we assume that it's going to be very busy and active September. We would also like to take a moment in October and November to really collect information and data and get some learnings in order so we can prepare a better and stronger Move Week Africa for the next year. So it is a pilot year, but we are very sure that we want to continue with this and have many learnings on the way. So yeah, this is where we are with the time frame and timeline. And I will give the floor to my colleague Eva, who will share more about the branding and resources and the materials that we have and you can openly use. Eva, please.
Thank you, Nina. If you could just flip the slides for me, it would be great. Welcome, everyone. So wait, this is not the slides in the order. Just a second. Can you go one farther, Nina, to the communication part? Oh yeah, here. Thank you. Okay, so from my side, a little bit of the technical approach to the campaign. So how are we planning to make it visible? How are we planning to share the news with the world? As Nina mentioned at the beginning, it is a pilot edition, so we learn as we go. We are trying to adapt all the materials and translate all the materials, and we have succeeded with quite a few of them. Some are still to be translated, but we will do our best to meet your needs and expectations. And the important thing to know is that we can move on to the next slide. The important thing to know is that the Move Week and Move Week Africa also is part of the Now We Move umbrella campaign. So under this, we are building the Move Week Africa campaign together. As you can see, we see it as the partner-led initiative that is co-owned and co-created by partners. It's not a top-down thing that we have invented and we would now execute. We see very much your role in Move Week Africa as the main role in the campaign. You are the main actors here, and we really hope that the campaign can be fueled by the content coming from your organizations and your activities, local stories and pictures, rather than centrally prepared announcements by us. And on the next slide, you can see how the logos evolved. So on the top, we have the Now We Move campaign logo, and under Now We Move, one of the initiatives that we have is the Move Week. So we have created this specially designed logo for Move Week Africa, which we will be using throughout the campaign. And then the next one will be some key visuals which we have prepared for this campaign for you. You will find them in the template file, which we will make available to you through email. You will be able to copy and edit and use the elements of these key visuals to make your own. But please consider this only as a guideline, as a good advice of how to prepare the visuals, rather than something very fixed. This is supposed to just to help you build your own communication. How we see the information flow. So as I mentioned, the Now We Move campaign is sort of an umbrella. So we at ICSA provide the campaign framework, visual identity, and the key visuals that you've just seen. And we will do our best to ensure the global visibility to this campaign. And then we are lucky to have Sport and Deaf and African Union Sports Council support on credibility and outreach. Also the language support, which is very precious, and the local context. And then in the local hands, in the hands of regional partners, lie the community level activation, the events themselves, stories and photo and the video content that I mentioned, which we hope will circulate. And by staying in touch with us, by tagging us in the channels and providing your photo material and your video material, we will be able to redistribute and amplify the messages and ensure the alignment on bigger moments in the campaign. And we can go to the next one. How we see the phases of the campaign, as Lina mentioned already, since April, we have been in the build-up phase. So preparing the campaign and partners announcements, why is it worth to join Move Week Africa, how to join. We are preparing some countdowns and reminders for you. This will be the ready-to-go materials, just copy-paste basically. And then the next phase is during the very week of Move Week Africa, so between the 21st and 27th of September. And the kind of messages that we want to share at this time is that the Move Week Africa has started, what are the participating countries, what are the local highlights, and how are the events going. And then after that, at the beginning of October, we are planning to do the little wrap-up of the campaign. So maybe some numbers, maybe good stories, maybe the heroes of the campaign that we have met during the events. And to make this easier for you, we have prepared a communication manual, sort of like a guideline how to navigate the campaign from the communication perspective. In this file, you will find the logos and colors and the fonts and explain how to use them and in what combinations. There are also some key messages which we have prepared in all languages. This file in general will be available by the end of the week. It will be available in French, Arabic, and English. We are done with English and Arabic. We're still waiting for with French and English, we're still waiting for Arabic confirmation. So it should be ready any moment now. And you can use the key messages to build your own publication, to build your own text, whatever and however you need to publish this. We have listed the key campaign moments, so a couple of dates where you should keep your eyes open. For this one, we have listed the channels and hashtags and a couple of social media templates for you to use, and also the ready-to-go posts that you can copy paste, but you can also modify depending on your needs. So this file would be in the form of a PDF, like a navigation pane, let's say, and then the next one that you will see on the next slide. Is a very practical and fully editable file that it will be available for you in Canva. And from this one, you can copy the elements, you can copy the logos from here. We have also prepared a folder for you with all these assets. But since we have been working with our partners on different projects, we find that it's very easy for everyone to just copy paste from Canva. In this file, you will also find suggested captions for the text, but once again, please consider them only as a suggestion or maybe inspiration. You're more than welcome to create your own text, your own copy. Yeah, you will see also the visual assets, like the trianglements, who are part of the visual identity of Move Week. One more important thing about this file is that it will be let's say an ongoing cooperation on this one. So you will have the link in Canva, and when you open the link today, you will see that there are 8 pages. But in 3 days, it's possible that they will be 12 pages already, because we will add another post that you might use for a different occasion, for another key moment of the campaign. So this file will be in development, hopefully providing practical assets for you. And a few words on the language and the adaptation of the materials. The website, as you might have seen already, is available in English, French, and Arabic. All the social media content, all the visuals will be produced for your use, will be produced in English and French and Arabic. The ones that we will be publishing in the main Now We Move channels will be published in English, but also with the French caption underneath. And all the campaign materials which we have updated so far are available in English, French, and Arabic. We do have open files, open formats, and also all the visuals prepared for social media that I mentioned. Although they are by us prepared in English, French, and Arabic, they will be also available for you to edit and change the language to any language that is needed and most relevant for your community. And here are the main channels of the campaign. We have Now We Move Instagram. As you see, it's not a Move Week specific channel. It's Now We Move. So the whole campaign Instagram, and this is the place where we talk about Move Week Africa. So we have the Instagram account and we have Facebook account, and we of course have Move Week Africa website. And one maybe practical note, how to stay in touch and how to make sure that our work and your work is visible through all the channels. Good advice is to tag Now We Move profiles in your publications. You have the Instagram handle and Facebook handle. You might also want to consider tagging African Union Sports Council and Sport and Deaf and ICSA channels to ensure even bigger visibility for your posts. If you have any questions or updates or interesting stories that you think might be newsworthy or something that you're particularly happy or proud about, please do not hesitate to contact us. You have my email here and Andrea's email. We both work on the communication side of this campaign, and we will be happy to hear from you. And one last thing is, whenever possible, you might want to consider tagging Now We Move channels Now We Move channel on the Instagram as a collaborator on the specific post to get featured in the main feed of the Now We Move campaign. So not only reposting but actually sharing the publication. And that would be all from my side. Thank you very much. Please let us know if you have any questions. We also learn as we go, and we know that you will learn as you go with this campaign. So let's help each other, and we are here for you. Thank you.
Super. Thank you so much, Eva. And once again, if you have any questions, we'll have some time in the end as well to ask, but feel free to also reach Eva and Andrea as well if there's anything specific with the communication materials or the resources. As Eva mentioned many times, we do have the template, so feel free to play around with it, and we don't expect it to all look the same. So have fun with the materials and have fun with the orange color. I think that's also something to see. It is a bright and difficult to ignore. So I will continue now with some practicalities here with the website and how to sign up as a Move agent and how does the registering of the event look like. So I will give a short overview and then I'll encourage you to, after this meeting, after this call, to go find the countries that you are present and active and sign up as a Move agent there. Yeah, so as mentioned, we have a general page for the Move Week Africa in a big picture, so to speak. So, and this page is available in the 3 languages that Eva mentioned, the English, French, and Arabic. And we know that the language might be a limitation, but we are starting from this, and we hope that over the years we can build, and our partners can also adapt a certain country pages to the language that is more relevant and more useful. So this is an ongoing process, and yeah, let's make sure that this pilot edition still has some weight to it in these 3 languages. All African countries have their own page, as mentioned as well. So you'll see that there's a dedicated page for Somalia, Kenya, Rwanda, and so on. So all the country pages you can find them from the general page, and there will be more information as we go as well. There is a news section, but even more important it is that the signing up for the Move agent will be from specific country page as well. So then you'll have a login in that that country, and will have the administration view of your events that you've created where you can edit. But I will show it to you in a minute. And all the events registered under that specific country will be under the events page. So you can see what others, your partners or other Move agents are arranging. Maybe it's also a nice way to join other activities and yeah, not just be creating events, but being part of the Move Week in total, so to speak. To show how the signing up is happening, it's very, very simple and basic. We've tried to keep it as minimalistic as possible, so it doesn't take a lot of effort and time to register. As mentioned, go to dedicated country page. Here you'll see an example of an Egypt Move Week Africa page. So you will need an email. You don't get the confirmation on your email address, so it just needs to be something that you'll remember as a username. You will create your own password, and then there's some more details about where are you located, the organization. If you don't, you can also just write a Move agent and add other details as well. Not all of this information is visible, so you don't need to worry about that. Once the registration of Move agent is done, you can log into your account, and I'll just have a show what does the administration panel look like once you log in. So you'll have your events there and some settings, so you can change your password later or create add more information to your profile. But the main function is to register events and edit your events later. So you can see there's a very bright yellow button where the registration would be visible. It's also on all the country pages and Move Week Africa page, very much everywhere present where you can register. Just the login is needed for that. Registering an event, once you log in, I know it's very small and not so visible, but there, once you start registering your event, you need to choose the Move Week section there, as we have different campaigns under this system, website system. So do choose the right campaign and right event format, so to speak. So choose the Move Week, and then you'll have general information. What is important to note that the address or the location is very important. So you need full address, so it's visible also on the map, so the participants know where to come as well. So that's something to keep in mind before you start registering the event. So these are the mandatory steps: to have the name of the event and the location of the event, so people know what is happening and where to come. But there is also a part where you can add more description. What is your plans? This is an optional information, so you don't need to add it, but it really helps for participants or people who are curious to get more understanding what is planned for this activity. And there is also an option to add event or attach links as well if there's any extra registration or your organization page or a video that you would like to link here. There's also an option for that as well. Just to note, make sure that the page loads before you save it, and then it has all the necessary information for the event. Once it's confirmed, you will have the confirmation visible on your screen, so you know that it is online and it's published and it's visible on the website. If you realize later that, and you have also the preview there as well. So here I've just created a test example as well, where you go to Algeria page, you'll still see right now my test there, so you can see what it looks like. There is a small information, not so much. I haven't added description other than just a tiny little sentence, but you can definitely add more content when you're creating your events. If you've noticed that you've made a mistake, you can always log into your administration panel, and then you'll see all the events that are created there. So you'll see after adding one more in my account, there are 2 events there that can be deleted or edited, and you can also preview from there. So this is very, very briefly behind the scenes for the website, and there is a full guide as well that has more in depth of what you should see on the screen and how it is, so you can also take it in your own pace. I would just encourage you to play around with it. It doesn't have too many functionalities, so it should be rather easy to find your way around. But if you have any questions, we are happy to help here as well and support when there are some technical issues with either registering as a Move agent or if you have some challenges with the events. Yeah, and this is it from our side. Very compact and rather informative information from our side. We do hope that it was helpful to give you a general understanding what Move Week Africa is, what this pilot edition is, where we are with our activities and preparation so far. And what I just want to mention once more is that it's very much a co-creation. So this campaign will work and reach the people when we have more people on board that register the events and spreading the message, and we'll do everything from our side as much as we can to spread the message and make sure that it is out there to others to find as well. But we definitely need you on board to create these events. And as Ben mentioned as well, this is not to create a wheel again, but more to enhance already the activities that you are doing or have thought about doing. So yes, this is it from our side. I would just open the floor for some questions. We hope that we have some answers to you. There's also some frequently asked questions section on the Move Week Africa page, but I'll just give an open floor for any questions you might have right now. So me or my ICSA colleagues can help, or Sport and Dev and the African Union Sports Council can answer your questions. Yes, please.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for your brief. I'm Mahmoud Shahada from Egypt, and I just have a question. Is there any difference between the move agent and the national coordinator? And if I wanted to be a coordinator for Egypt, what I should do, especially that once I see your call out, I sent an email with all the requirements. So this is only my question. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and very good question. So, as mentioned, that there are the national coordinators, so those or regional coordinators. So we have a couple of partners on board who are working in different African countries already. So we have Dibu Africa and ICSA and some other partners who have joined for this year. So we are still setting up the proper way and function for the national and regional coordinators, and they are the ones that have more control over the country page. So this could be also a future collaboration position where different people work together. So it could be that you can reach out to your local national coordinator in Egypt and share some news, and they can post it. So we try to keep that specific people have more control over the back end of the website, so it doesn't create more mess in that sense. But the move agents, everyone can register as a move agent, and that gives the control and power to create your own events. So yeah, please follow up with the email as well, and I can share a little bit more. For this year, as it is pilot, we encourage you to start with the move agent position, add your events and spread the message, and we'll try to make sure that it reaches as many people as possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I see another hand. Yes, please.
Yeah, so good morning, everybody. So this is Challenge Barre calling from Senegal and the regional director for Ashok Africa. So as most of you know, Senegal will be hosting in end of October to November the first ever Youth Olympic game on the African continent. And for us, I mean, we are seeing the move Wake Africa as part of, let's say, a more broader, actions towards, or we can just name it the en route vers, the Youth Olympic game. So I was wondering, do we have a national coordinators? I mean, some key players here who are really playing that role, building upon what my previous, speaker just mentioned, so we can see how we can, reach out to them directly. We are mentioning this because for us at Ashoka Africa, we are planning also a global sports social entrepreneurship week, which is an activity, embedded into the Youth Olympic Games. So I was wondering how can we really collaborate and create kind of synergy in terms of actions. But let's say we have already registered as move agents, but we love also to coordinate. Seeing what are the opportunities there to tap into. Thanks.
Super. Thank you so much. I'm very happy to have you on board. And we know that there's plenty of going on the African continent this year. And as mentioned as well, the Move Week will happen again and again. So, but very good to see that there could be potential synergy in different activities. And this is what we really aim for, that have more people active in general. Regarding the national coordinators and who will be the contact person, we're still finalizing the current list. And once that is settled, we'll definitely share it. And then this contact information will be visible in the page. If you don't see any, it's going to be ICSA's contact. So you can reach us, and then we can see if you could contribute with some of the national coordinators' tasks, or as mentioned as well, this is very much a pilot edition, so we're trying to settle still the national and regional coordinators in places, and we just try to already start with the activities and activation. So I'm very happy to hear that you've already added and created your Move Agent account, and you can already start adding some events. So this is the main core of it. As mentioned as well, the national coordinators will have more control over the country page, but this is this year still rather limited because it is the base is in English, and with the time limitation, there might not be so much time to still do big edits or translations. So we see the country pages right now. The main purpose of it is really to add the events so we can share the message and people can find the events happening in the specific countries. Yeah, I hope it helps to give a general overview, and we know that there are still some puzzle pieces missing and we work as we go. But yeah, I just want to encourage that we focus on the action and the events, and we can already have this year some events in place. Thank you. I see another hand. Don't hear right now. Maybe the microphone is not working. Yeah, still, at least for me, the sound doesn't come through. Feel free
Maybe
to
we could
also.
have the question in the chat and then we can try to answer.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, now it works. Thank you. Seems that we heard you now. So feel free to speak up.
How it work?
Yeah, it seems to be working now.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Aster from Rwanda, and also I'm very happy to participate in this meeting. And thank you so much for organizing this Move Week Africa. My question is, so in this Move Africa, how can refugee community and the refugee radio organization could be intentionally included in Move Week Africa? And will there any opportunity to connect Move Africa, Rwanda, activities with existing national sport, youth, refugee integration, and the community development programs? And another question was, is there any possibility of small grants, sponsorship, and fundraising support for local Move Week initiatives, especially for community in limited resources? So thank you. And also I was wondering if the refugees also are included, and also they can create, and also as the many organization are working on an integration of refugee through sport and the other programs in sport for protection and the sport for the development. Thank you so much. That's my question.
Thank you, Esther, for your question, and very relevant to ask if smaller, more vulnerable and minority groups could be in the highlight with this. We have not dedicated any theme for this year, so it's very open. All activities, events are very welcome and open to be added if you have more specific target group in mind, or you want to keep it in your community or dedicate your events to specific people. Feel free to use the description there as well, so people know who are you expecting to your event that you are creating. And as mentioned as well, if you're already doing some events in your organization for refugee groups, for example, feel free to just register so you can reach out some others that might be interested or who could support you with that as well. For this year, we don't have any financial support, no grants. We are here with all the materials that we share and with some experiences. We also know that it will be, as mentioned many times, a learning experience. So there's many different ways that don't work in the African context that might work in Europe. So we hope that for future years we get more partners on board that can share the knowledge, maybe a future potential grants as well. But for this year, unfortunately, we don't have. We do have on ICSA's learning hub, so to speak, quite many materials and tools in the topic of integrating refugees through sport. So maybe one of my colleagues can drop a link there in the chat. Maybe this could be helpful for some tools or knowledge. So this is what we can share. And if you have more dedicated questions to that, feel free to reach out and we can share as much knowledge as we have at this stage. Thank you. We are reaching the very end of the meeting now, so maybe last question for now. Yes, please. Now. Feel free to unmute yourself and go ahead with the question. Or feel free to use the chat box and we'll try to get back to you afterwards. Sorry, 1 minute. Yeah, I see your question, Elena. Branding resources. So one Move agent can register many events. So if you create the Move agent account, you can create many events. There's no chance to share this event administration, but in your team, you can also share the login for the Move agent account. So as mentioned, you don't need to use your email. The email address is more as a functioning as a user name. So you can just share the login with your colleagues as well, or with who you organize the event, so they can add their information and edit the events. So I hope this answers the question as well. Yeah, and I see Eva already shared some resources as well. Great, thank you so much for joining this info session. I'm very much aware of time and very much aware that I'm they are trying to kick me out from this meeting room. So I will wrap up this info session. And feel free to reach us with any questions that you may have. We know that there might be more questions than answers at this stage, but we are very happy that you are curious and interested in, and we really encourage to kick it off with some action, some events, some activities, and we'll have many learnings over this year and build a better and stronger campaign as we go. And yeah, let's build something very special and unique all together. Any final words from my colleagues from this call? No, doesn't seem to be the
Hadi,
case.
how are you?
Sorry, I hear you
Hello.
a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you. Seems to be it for now. But thank you very much, and feel free to reach us. The contact information is available on the website, and we'll definitely follow up with the email as well. Thank you, and have a lovely day.
Bye,
Thanks,
everyone.
everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Andrea, you can stop the recording maybe.